Hi, everyone. I retired at the age of 60, and in my first year of retirement, I developed a financial checklist, and we are going to talk about that today because I want you to have some financial freedom. I want you to worry less, and I want you to enjoy your next chapter of life. I have 10 items on my checklist to get you started. This financial checklist is to help you secure your future. The first item on the checklist has to do with debt. You're going to want to get your debt in order. Now, how you get your debt in order will depend on your circumstances. My suggestion is to pay off all your debt, and that's what my husband and I did. Before I retired, that was one of the top items on our checklist to manage, and we removed all of our debt. That was credit cards, mortgage, car payments. We took care of removing them all. We paid them all off, and we did that because it freed up in our minds the ability to move forward, on how to start saving instead of how we were going to manage our debt. Number 2 on the list is insurance. There are so many expenses associated with insurance. You have your long-term disability, your short-term disability, you have your long-term care, you have your car insurance, your home insurance. All these insurances need to be evaluated every year. Whether you look for a new agent to help you reevaluate your insurances, or if you take your insurances and you put them together to increase your savings, bundling your insurances. There are a few ways to take a look at all the insurances you have and decide if you still need to keep them, adjust them, or possibly reduce them. The third item on the checklist was a mortgage. Now, when we paid off our mortgage, we did not take on another mortgage. And that is something to consider when you retire. If you're going to downsize, right size, and if you are going to move to another state, are you going to take on a mortgage or not? And we decided that we were not going to take on another mortgage. We removed that financial expense line right out of our budget. Now, you can decide to pay it off and remain in your home. We decided to move. We decided to move to a warmer climate for health reasons and to be closer to family. So for us, it was an easier decision to make. Now, fourth on the list to secure your financial future is to take a look at long-term care. This happens to be one of the concerns for us. We are going to age in place for as long as possible, but eventually we know we're going to need some sort of care in the future. And that topic of discussion is being had already with our financial planner so that he knows this is a topic of concern and we want to have a plan in place. Start planning for things now. Number 5 on the list for your financial freedom is to take a look at donations. Now, we started providing a lot of donations to charities, and we give what we can give. We do have a budget line for donations, and we try not to exceed that, but we also give back in other ways. We give back to Toys for Tots. We give them toys when the season comes around. We will make personal donations to Goodwill of our materialistic things that we no longer want to keep in the house. And we do things for a tax deduction. Now, it's not that big of a tax deduction, but it is there. And it's something we do plan for as our financial checklist when it comes time to do our taxes. The sixth item on the list is to make sure that you have your documents in order. When I say your documents, I'm talking about your will, your power of attorney, and your medical proxy. Those 3 items seem to be the majority of the concerns for the next chapter of your life. And I want to make sure that the things that we have in place make my daughter's life easier so that she knows what our expectations are, or she knows where to find things, such as our contacts for our financial planner, our tax accountant, where our passports are, or where our passwords are for banking, and other important internet apps that we have access to that store a lot of our financial information. Number 7 on the checklist is monitoring your 401k, or in my case, it's a 403b because I am in education. And to monitor that to make sure the expenses, and to monitor that to make sure the fees that come out of those accounts are not eating up your income, your dividends, your interest. You want to maximize what you have and make sure that it's not being eaten away at over time. And that's why we have a financial planner. And our financial planner has one set fee, and he helps us monitor those additional fees. Number 8 on the checklist is to monitor your Social Security statement. Now, you can start collecting at age 62, or I can start collecting at age 62, but I want to maximize that. And to find the tipping point on where that is another reason why we have a financial planner. I am hoping to put off collecting Social Security until age 65. And if I can go longer, I will. Because I already have in place another income that is supplementing the money we have coming into our house already. I want to maximize that benefit and start taking it when it's the appropriate time for us. Now, number 9 on the checklist partially assumes that you're still working and that you can make deductions into your 401k or into a retirement plan. You can increase your percentage going into your retirement plan, or you can think about opening up a Roth IRA or another account where you might be generating more income. Treasury savings accounts might be another option. It's something that we're looking at for next year. And remember, I am not a professional to advise you in how you set up your retirement savings. So you need to consult with your expert on your particulars, just like what we do. And number 10 is to get your spending under control. And one of the things that has bothered me the most in the last year, well, there's 2 things that have bothered me the most in the last year. And one of them is to get our grocery expenses under control, because I feel like they have just about doubled. The other area of concern is subscription services. I feel like everyone's trying to get on my payroll. Everyone wants a slice of the amount of income that I have coming to me, that I earned, that I should be able to spend the way that I want to spend it. So I am looking at ways to minimize our grocery expenses and to remove as many subscriptions that I can. Now, measuring your finances is just one way to look at retirement. There are so many ways to look at your retirement, and your time is one of them. So maximize your time. Spend your time wisely, just as you would your finances. I hope this has helped you, and please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for now. Bye.